Today I went to South Euless Elementary where I mentor a couple of kids over lunch, and as I was sitting waiting in the cafeteria between their lunches for the 6th grade boy to come in, I noticed that he was straggling a little bit behind the rest of his class, and he was talking to his teacher, and he looked a little bit upset. So I started praying for the right words and the wisdom to help calm a distraught 6th grade boy. And the more he talked to his teacher, the more anxious he got, and the more he started crying. And my heart broke for the kid, because I don't remember any specific times in 6th grade that I cried, but I do remember what it's like to be a 6th grade boy and to be that emotionally wrought over something. So finally he sat down, he slammed his book down and sat down just real briefly, and I just asked a gentle, "Are you okay?" And he didn't even look up at me. He just sniffed a couple times and then got up and got in line to get his lunch. So he came back, and I encouraged him to take a few deep breaths and to calm down. Things would be okay, and just eat your lunch, and let's talk about this slowly. And I was very patient with him. And he finally got the story out that one of his classmates had done something that really upset him, and the teacher didn't understand. It ended up getting him in trouble for what he said his classmate did, and it's really frustrating and horrible. So thinking that maybe I could lighten the subject and get his attitude on something else, I asked him what he was going to do at spring break, and he said probably just sit at home and sulk because my dog died. And my heart really broke for this kid. And so we talked more about his dog, and this dog was the same age he was. So this dog was 10, 11, 12 years old at least, and had just died the previous Saturday. So 2 days ago, this boy's dog, that for all he knows is part of his family, died and isn't there anymore. And now it really makes a lot of sense that whatever this other kid did or didn't do, that's not what these tears were really about. That was just the immediate cause, but the deeper cause was this little guy had lost a beloved family member. So we talked about it a little more, and he shared stories about his dog with me, and eventually we laughed a little bit because he had great memories. And it just got me thinking, as this season of Lent, we're talking about love and taking on love, and sometimes we are hard to love when we get really emotionally distraught, or we get upset about something, or we find ourselves getting worked up about something that doesn't seem quite as serious as our emotional response is. And this little guy lost it over something small, but it was really about something big. So as we come across people who might seem to overreact over something, may you and I realize that there might be something more going on. And even more, may you and I be honest enough with ourselves to admit when there's something more going on in us that's deeper than the surface seems to be. And may we remember that God loves us in the midst of all of that.